Good evening. Beginning tonight on a particularly deadly stretch of the Trans-Canada Highway on Vancouver Island between Ladysmith and Nanaimo that is now getting long-awaited safety upgrades. The locals call it Cassidy Corner, and it has been the scene of a number of fatal crashes over the years. Crews are at work right now to put up a concrete barrier and are restricting left-hand turns in hopes of preventing more accidents. But some local business owners say these changes will only hurt their bottom line and won't really make the road much safer. A-News Mid-Island Bureau Chief Jonathan Bartlett has the story. He joins us now from our Nanaimo newsroom. Jonathan.
Hudson, until a few weeks ago, you only had to glance at the roadside memorials to be reminded of the carnage left behind by this dangerous stretch of the highway. Those crosses and plaques have been taken away, at least temporarily, while this construction takes place.
The $2.3 million Cassidy Road Improvement Project is already halfway finished, with a completion date set for November 15th.
We're on schedule so far. The target is to have the highway repaved by the end of October.
The biggest thing drivers will notice are concrete barriers dividing north and southbound lanes and no left-hand turns out of Beck and Spruceton Road and other entrances to the highway.
By doing that, we're constructing two turnarounds, one in the airport, which is a big roundabout, and the other one will be down in Timberlands to create a turnaround so the traffic can get across the highway.
It's all to make this rather notorious stretch of highway safer.
Coming out of Spitfire Road, which is the road into the airport, we'll have acceleration lanes there to make it safer to get back on the highway, and deceleration lanes getting off the highway. They'd be safer and appropriately signed.
Business owners in the area seem resigned to the fact they may have a dip in business because of the traffic changes.
Anybody that was coming into the store heading north and then turning into the station just won't be able to do that at all.
In the short term, certainly business will drop because people won't be accustomed to the change in the traffic patterns. But I'm hoping that people will eventually find other ways of getting here.
Historically, this stretch of the Trans-Canada Highway has been deadly, with at least 6 deaths in the last 5 years. One of the most tragic crashes happened here 2 years ago. 2 children were killed when the car they were in crashed. Their mother has been charged with impaired driving causing death, but it's unclear whether road improvements would have prevented this crash. And some people think the traffic changes will have little effect on safety. The real solution, they say, is to slow traffic down.
Our suggestion when we had the city meetings were to just slow it down to 60 or 70 kilometers an hour and enforce it.
The ministry's reaction to that idea? The Trans-Canada Highway would be more efficient with an 80 to 90 kilometer an hour speed limit. Drivers should be ready for repaving to begin here in the middle of next week.
Other people I spoke to today are concerned about the number of gravel trucks turning onto the highway off Spruceton Road, and the question of when improvements will be made to the Nanaimo River Road intersection. That will be the U-turn route north of Cassidy, and apparently an entrance lane for traffic to speed up going south on the highway is not part of this project. One local said the ministry will have blood on their hands unless they improve that right away. Hudson.
All right, Jonathan Bartlett reporting. Jonathan, thank you.
You're welcome.